Welcome back to the 3D Chaos League for 2024. My name is Speny, and I'm very happy to introduce you to mountain climbing. We saw that the Sub-Zeros hold the championship lead as we head into this, one of the qualifier events. And a bit of controversy surrounding this event in the qualifier, so the format has slightly changed. Each team will get 2 runs in 2 heats. So all the teams will run in their own heat. You can see a bit of a demo run here. And then they will have second chances to avoid any controversy like we had in the qualifier. So we start with the Blue Snakes, the Punkers, the Shy Shadows, and the Mint Imperials will lead us off into mountain climbing. And it's the Shy Shadows, I believe, that get to the first. No, the Blue Snakes, and then the Shy Shadows follow. I believe the Shy Shadows went the farthest so far. And oh no! As I said at the start, the Mint Imperials completely thwarted, only 33.9. Gloom from the Shy Shadows going a 106. A great benchmark to start. Master Mint. Ugh, look at that contact with the Shy Shadows. But luckily, they will have a second chance as the Union of Fire, the Neon Lights, the Green Guys, and the Black Knights. Here in Heat 2. Maybe I said one of those teams saying wrong. 2 of those teams went very far, side by side, and no team is thwarted here. All teams are going to get a respectable run. 107 from the Green Guys. Olive Orby, Blaze Sparkle, and Sir Lamorak. Great runs from all 4 of those marbles. Green Guys have the top score so far. Crystal Fish, Team Life, Midnight Crossers, and the Laser Eyes, who lead off this heat and are desperate for a reasonable finish in this championship defense, which is going horribly. And that is pretty good. They went up ahead of the Midnight Crossers. Team Life there in third. That wasn't too good. Oh my goodness. And the Crystal Fish went absolutely nowhere. The Laser Eyes there. A 103.7 Lusser. The team and the fans pretty happy with that. This could be a reasonable result. And there's, Team Life got right in the way of the Crystal Fish. Crystal Fish fans not happy with that. As we move on, Golden Spiders, Frozen Fruits, Sub-Zeros, and the Snowy Mountains will be the first to drop through. I believe it is the Golden Spiders. Not too far. A big contact there. Massive contact there, I should say. And the Snowy Mountains are left completely free to go as high as they can. No one was in the way there. But look at this. Golden Spiders. Oh, contact with, what is that, the Sub-Zeros? No, the Frozen Fruits. 71 only, but it is not going to be last. Of course, the Mint Imperials and the Crystal Fish had it way worse. But that entire heat was fairly poor, 11th to 14th for the 4 of them. And so, that is the first runs from all the heats so far, and the Green Guys will hold the lead after the first runs. As I say, as these Newton's Cradles bounce back and forth, we go into Heat 2. Mint Imperials, Shy Shadows, Punkers, and the Blue Snakes. We switch them around in the gate to try and avoid. We're trying to see. Ooh, that was the Punkers. That was not too high. None of those teams went very high, and that is the Mint Imperials. The Mint Imperials did get a respectable run in that second heat, so a very good format change, and I believe the Mint Imperials do go the furthest in the heat. 93.7, 88, 83, and 76 for all 4. The Mint Imperials happy to have a reasonable run. But compared to some of the runs in the first few heats, it might not be too high. Black Knights, Neon Lights, Green Guys, and the Union of Fire now with their second chances. Is that the Black Knights who go first? That is not very high. But that is quite high from that third marble, and we had someone thwarted. I think it was the Union of Fire. That was the Black Knights that went first. The Green Guys who go the highest yet again. Look at that. Great run. It was the Neon Light. Oh, wow. Very big contact there. Union of Fire had absolutely nothing. So they're going to have to hope that their first heat in the first half is enough for a decent result. Into the third heat now. Laser Eyes. They want another good run. Hopefully they don't get forwarded. Midnight Crossers, Team Life, and the Crystal Fish. The Crystal Fish will have a good run there. And who is the last one to go? It is the Laser Eyes. They will have 2 good runs in both of their heats. Team Life and the Midnight Crossers also went very high. Or Team Life did especially. Crystal Fish also with a reasonable score. We had a tie there. Team Life will go best of these second runs with a 102.5. The Laser Eyes 96.7. That is not going to be an improvement, I don't think. So we'll have to see how they finish. Fans praying for at least a top half, maybe. Into the final heat of the event. Who's going to be the first one down? Of the Frozen Fruits, followed by the Golden Spiders. One of those marbles have gone off of the top side, or the far side. Snowy Mountains, not too much doing there. Did we have some contact here? I think we did. Yes, the Sub-Zeros did not get a good run. Right there, ran into the Frozen Fruits on their way back down. Cool Kiwi getting in the way of Icicle, the reserve of the Sub-Zeros. The Snowy Mountains barely cross 100, but it's not going to be enough to take the win in the event. Team Life are fairly happy with theirs. That 102.5 is the best of the second round, but no one is going to top Olive Orby from the Green Guys in their first attempt. That 107.1 clean gold from the Green Guys. The Shy Shadows take second, and the Union of Fire, all 3 of them, in their first attempts on the mountain. Congratulations to our podium finishers, Olive Orby, Bloom, and Blaze. The Laser Eyes fans, I'll tell you, the camera's not on them. They are happy with a 4th place. Praying that this is the start of a bit of a return form for them. They do remain in last, but they've closed the gap. Union of Fire also jump up to 14th. The Green Guys got 4 spots with that gold. We had Team Pursuit, one of my favorite events, up next.